In today's video, I want to talk to you about 10 books that I have right in front of me right here off to the side. And these books are the first book from a popular book series that I've heard over and over again all over YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. If you have read the book, or even better, if you have completed the book series, let me know in the comment below what your thoughts are, and let me know which book or book series, I guess in this case, I should prioritize to read, because these are not the only first book in the series that I have in my personal library. I have more, but these are just some of the popular ones that I've heard about so many times, and I want to share it all with you today. Hi friend, my name is Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Let's just jump right into the very first book that I have in my, I guess, medium size book stack in front of me. So the first one that I have is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I've heard so many people talk about this book, and I know a lot of people actually do not like this book, but I just want to read it for myself. Let me just kind of read a little bit of the synopsis of this book from the back of the book. Magnolia Parks is a beautiful, affluent, self-involved, and mildly neurotic London socialite. B.J. Ballantyne is Britain's most notorious and photographed bad boy who broke her heart. But these two are meant to be, and everyone knows it. So I think this book is about Magnolia and BJ and their toxic relationship. I want to read how toxic the relationship really is, because I feel like people have different degree of toxicity in relationship. So honestly, I'm just curious about this whole series. I think currently there are 5 books total maybe that are already out, but I only have the first 4 books. I think 2 of the books are about Magnolia Parks and the other 2 are about DC Hates, and I have all of them because Book Outlet had them in stock and I just had to get it. I feel like the consensus from all of the videos and Instagram posts that I've read, they hate Magnolia Parks, but they love DC Hates. So let me know your thoughts in the comment below. The next book that I have is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I believe there are 2 books that are already out in this whole series or universe. The third one is coming out, I think, the end of May, so I decided to get it because Book Outlet has it on sale. The book is actually pretty interesting, so let me read a little bit about it from the back of the book. Their love was supposed to last forever, but when life delivered blow after devastating blow, Yasmin and Josiah Wade found that love alone couldn't solve or save everything. It couldn't save their marriage. Yasmin wasn't prepared for how her life fell apart, but she's finally starting to find joy again. She and Josiah have found a new rhythm, co-parenting their 2 kids and running a thriving business together. Yet, like magnets, they're always drawn back to each other, and now they're beginning to wonder if they're truly ready to let go of everything they once had. I just want to know what happens to them at the end of the book. Are they gonna get back together? Are they just going to decide to let go of everything they've ever had? I know the second book is also already out. I'm not super interested in that one because I feel like that one sounds pretty emotional, and there's just a lot of things that I feel like I might need to prepare before reading the book. But the third book though, it sounds super interesting. I think the setting is like the music industry, if I'm not mistaken. I have that actually on NetGalley, the arc, so I might read that arc after this one. And maybe I will read the second book and just borrow it from Libby. We shall see. But let me know if you have read this book and also the second book. I forgot what it's called. And let me know your thoughts below. The next book that I have is called Love Light Forms by B.K. Borison. I feel like this year, when her book is out in February, what is it called? First Time Caller, I think that's what it's called. All of her other books were being talked about again, and Love Light Forms is actually the first book, I think, of like a 4-book series. This one, I think, is about someone who took over like a Christmas tree farm in a small town. Let me just read the synopsis real quick in the back. 2 best friends fake date to reach their holiday happily ever after in this first romantic comedy in the Love Light series. In an effort to save the Christmas tree farm she's loved since she was a kid, Stella enters a contest with Instagram famous influencer Evelyn St. James. With the added publicity and the $100,000 cash prize, Stella might just be able to save the farm from its financial woes. There's just one problem. To make the farm seem like a romantic destination for the holidays, she lied on her application and said that she owned Love Light Farm with her boyfriend. only there is no boyfriend. Her best friend, Luca Peters, entered the situation, I guess. He just stopped by for some hot chocolate and somehow got a farm and a serious girlfriend in the process. But fake dating his best friend might be the best Christmas present he's ever received. I feel like this is gonna have that Hallmark, maybe sappy, kind of cutesy Christmas story. So I can't wait to read it. I don't know if I'm gonna read it anytime soon because it is May when I'm filming this video and it is getting warmer and hot in Vegas. So maybe I'll save this for kind of like late fall, early winter read. But let me know again if you have read this book or if you read the whole Love Light series, if I should continue, because the next book, when I read the synopsis, it's not as interesting for me. But if you think that I should continue the series, let me know in the comment below. The next book that I've heard about so many times and I just feel FOMO because I haven't read anything from Elsie Silver. I decided to start with the Flawless series. I don't really know what the series actually called. To be honest with you, I have no idea what the series is really all about, but I think it's a cowboy small town romance series. So let me read it real quick. Rhett is the face of professional bull riding, the golden boy, or at least he was until it all blew up in his face after a public brawl. Now his agent says he has to clean up his image and sticks Rhett with his ball-busting daughter for the rest of the season as full-time supervision. He quickly learned that Summer Hamilton isn't just another conquest. She sees the man behind the mask and she doesn't run, she pulls him closer even when she shouldn't. Summer says this means nothing. Rhett says this means everything. She says that there are boundaries that I shouldn't cross, that Rhett's reputation can't take any more hits, and neither can her damaged heart. Rhett says he's going to steal it anyway. Okay, so I think this is definitely what I'm looking for in like a small town, kind of like cowboy related romance, I guess. So let me know in the comment below if you have read this book. I know the, what is it called? Lila Sage book series is also pretty popular. I haven't really got a chance to look into them or even buy the book. There's also another like cowboy small town romance book series by, I think, Jessica Peterson. A lot of people actually said that this is also a pretty good book series. So let me know in the comment below which one I should really get into because I kind of just want to read some small town cowboy romance, and let me know your recommendation in the comment below. The next book that I have, I feel like a lot of people really do not like the first book, but they said to keep on going with the series and it will get better. And that series, I think it's a Twisted series, but the first book is called Twisted Love by Anna Huang. Like I said, I don't really know what the whole series is all about. Basically, I just bought it because, again, this is pretty popular. There was a sale, so I decided to get it. But let me just read the back of the book. Alex is a devil blessed with the face of an angel and cursed with a past he can't escape. Driven by a tragedy that has haunted him for most of his life, his ruthless pursuits for success and vengeance leave little room for matters of the heart. But when he is forced to look after his best friend's sister, he starts to feel something in his chest. Ava Chan is a free spirit trapped by nightmares of a childhood she can't remember. But despite her broken past, she's never stopped seeing the beauty in the world, including the heart beneath the icy exterior of a man she shouldn't want. Her brother's best friend, her neighbor, her savior, and her downfall. Theirs is a love that was never supposed to happen, but when it does, it unleashes secrets that could destroy them both and everything they hold dear. Like I said, a lot of people do not like this book, like the first book. I just want to read this book for myself because I'm pretty sure it's not that bad. I feel like I'm usually pretty kind with books that I don't like, but hopefully I do like it and that I would want to continue reading the whole series. The next book is actually technically was a standalone book, I think, but then the author just announced that she is coming out with the second book pretty recently. I decided to borrow it from Libby and I already read about 60% of the book, but I didn't realize that this book is about 500 pages long because I've been reading it for a few days and I'm like, I just barely hit the half mark of the book. And then I looked it up and it is not 300 pages, it's 500. But I actually got Kiss of the Basilisk by Lindsay Straub today at Barnes & Noble, and I decided to get it because I want to continue reading this book. and it has the little cute painted edges, I guess. I don't think it's sprayed, but it's really, really cute. And like I said, it's actually a pretty thick book. I didn't realize that it was 500 something pages. And if you have heard about this book, I know that this book is super, super spicy. It's probably the spiciest book I've ever read. However, in my opinion, it still has a pretty good plot. I am at the point where there is something that just been revealed about the female main character that she doesn't even know herself about herself. So I'm trying to see what is gonna happen next. As of right now, I'm really intrigued. It's really interesting. It's a little unhinged, but I think that's what make this book pretty good in my opinion. So the next book that I got is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I decided to get this because a lot of people, again, have talked about this book so many times. I only have the first book because I'm not even sure if I'm gonna like this book series. Let me just read the back of the book because honestly, I don't even know what it's all about. Evangeline Fox has always believed in true love and happy endings until she learns that the love of her life will marry another. Desperate to stop the wedding, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic, immoral Prince of Hearts, but she soon discovers that bargaining with the Prince of Hearts is a dangerous game. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. So I'm super excited about this one. There are 2 other books in the series, and if I do like it, I probably will continue reading it. With this whole universe, there's actually another series called the Caraval series. People said that you're supposed to read that series first before reading this one, but other people said that it's okay to go ahead and read this without reading Caraval. And even with the Caraval series, a lot of people said that it's a little too young. Like, I think they were saying that if they were younger, they would like that book series. So I don't think I'm gonna read Caraval before reading this one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and read this book first because I already have it. But if you are a fan of this whole universe, let me know in the comment below if I should read Caraval first. Because if I do, then I'm probably gonna borrow the Caraval series. There are 3 books in there, and I don't know if I want to get all 3 of them because I already got this one, so I might as well just start reading this. The next book that I have is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. Again, I've heard so many good things about this book. The second book, which is called Enchantra, just came out, so hopefully I'll be able to catch up and read this book sometime soon. I don't really know what this book is all about, so let's read it. When Ophelia discovers her mother brutally murdered, there is no time to grieve. She has inherited the family's fearsome magic and enormous debt. Circumstances go from dire to deadly. However, when Ophelia's sister decides to pay off the loan by entering Phantasma, a competition where contestants rarely escape alive, and the victor is granted a single wish. Okay, now I kind of remember what this book is all about. Pretty interesting, and honestly, I can't wait to read it. Hopefully, I'll be able to pick it up sometime soon. But I do have a backlist of books that I want to read in May. But hopefully in June I can pick this up. All of the videos that I've watched and some of the reviews that I read on Goodreads, I think people still mention that they do like this book and they can't wait to read the second one. So let me know in the comment below what are your thoughts, and let me know if I should actually prioritize this from all the books that I have in this video. The next book that I have is Lightlark by Alex Astor. I think this is a YA fantasy book, and the premise is actually pretty interesting. I feel like a lot of readers are kind of 50-50 about this book and maybe about the whole book series, but I still want to read it for myself because a lot of people still do like it. This is the synopsis of the book. Welcome to the Centennial. Every 100 years, the island of Lightlark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game where the rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide. Each curse is uniquely wicked. To break them and save themselves and their realms, one ruler must die. To survive, Isla Crown must lie, cheat, and betray, even as love complicates everything. I think there's 3 books total right now in the book series, And I think there's two books that are from the perspective of the two male main character in this whole series. I think I'm not super familiar with it, but if you have read this book or if you have read the whole book series, let me know in the comment below how you like it. I'm just really curious. Like, a lot of people really talk about this book a lot, and also this author Alex Asher is like basically everywhere on Instagram and TikTok. She does a lot of promotion for her books on social media, and I do actually like the way she does it. Like, it's very impressive how she promotes her book. I also have her debut adult romance book, Summer in the City, right here, and I haven't read it. I probably should pretty soon, but if you have read this book and also this YA book by her, let me know your thoughts. There's a lot of hype when this book was releasing, I think in February or March, because she's everywhere. Like, she posted almost every day, probably multiple times a day. So I was intrigued to actually buy this book. I actually pre-ordered this at Target. So that's how much I was super curious about her writing and stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comment below if you love her books or not. I mean, I'm still gonna read them for myself because I already bought the books, but leave your comments below. So the next book that I got is a very, very old series. I was not interested in actually reading this book series because the movie adaptation, in my opinion, was just not my style. Like, the casting that they chose for the characters, I just don't like it. But my sister told me that when this book was popular, when we were in high school, she actually read it. I did not know that she read the whole series, but she said that the book is much, much better than the movie adaptation. So I decided to pick it up. And it is the Twilight series, or Twilight Saga, by Stephanie Meyer. This is a paperback copy that I have, but a few weeks ago I went to a library sale and I actually found the first hardcover edition of the first 4 books, and I decided to buy them because they were like $1 each. But I think if I am gonna read the Twilight series, at least the first book, I'm gonna use this copy. If you are a fan of the Twilight Saga, let me know or convince me to watch the movie adaptation if you do like them. Those are the 10 books that I have today to share with you, and these are the first book from popular book series that I am planning to start reading hopefully soon. Let me know in the comment below if I should do kind of like a part 2 of this video. I can pick the first book from other book series and I can compile 10 of them for a video. If you want to watch a few more bookish videos from me, then I would highly recommend picking one of these videos to watch next.